Armenia is one of the oldest nations on Earth, with a history that stretches back more than 3,000 years. It emerged in the Highlands surrounding Mount Ararat, a place deeply tied to Armenian identity and mythology. The Kingdom of Urartu, dating to the 9th century BCE, is considered the cradle of Armenian civilization. By the 6th century BCE, the region came under Persian rule, followed by Alexander the Great's empire and then Rome. But Armenia remained a distinct cultural and political force, often caught between powerful neighbors. One of Armenia's most defining moments came in 301 CE, when it became the first country in the world to adopt Christianity as its state religion. This early Christian legacy is visible in its many ancient churches and monasteries, often perched in the mountains, carved from stone, and still standing today. The Armenian Apostolic Church became the heart of national identity, especially during times of foreign domination. The Armenian alphabet was created in 405 CE by the monk Mesrop Mashtots. This gave Armenians a written language that would preserve their history, literature, and religious texts for centuries. It was a cultural milestone that unified the people and strengthened their resilience. Throughout the medieval period, Armenia was invaded repeatedly by Arabs, Byzantines, Seljuks, Mongols, and Turks. Despite losing political independence many times, Armenians held on to their language, faith, and traditions. They built kingdoms in new lands, like Cilician Armenia, which flourished on the Mediterranean coast from the 11th to 14th centuries. Trade, art, and diplomacy thrived there, even as threats loomed. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Armenians living in the Ottoman Empire faced increasing persecution. The tragedy reached its peak during World War I with the Armenian Genocide, when an estimated 1.5 million Armenians were systematically killed. This led to a vast global diaspora, as survivors fled to countries across Europe, the Middle East, and the Americas. The genocide remains a painful chapter and a central part of Armenian identity to this day. After centuries without a state, Armenia briefly regained independence in 1918 before being absorbed into the Soviet Union in 1922. Under Soviet rule, Armenia experienced modernization, industrial growth, and education, alongside repression of religion and national expression. When the USSR collapsed in 1991, Armenia declared independence once again. Since then, it has faced economic hardship, political shifts, and an ongoing conflict over the Nagorno-Karabakh region. Yet Armenia continues to look forward, drawing strength from its global diaspora, rich traditions, and fierce cultural pride. From stone churches to handwritten manuscripts, from genocide survival to modern resilience, Armenia's history is one of endurance. It is a nation shaped by mountains, memory, and the unbreakable spirit of its people.